clear of the drop zone, 4 clear of Burnley, who of course play Norwich tomorrow. Watford at home to Leeds shortly will go above Burnley if they can find the 3 points at Vicarage Road. It wasn't just Anthony Gordon's goal today, it was his all-round performance, epitomised Everton.
It did. We were talking before the game about somebody needing to step up and take the fight to Manchester United, be able to handle the pressure of playing with the ball, taking it, trying things that might not be successful, but that's what gets the crowd behind you. That's what gets the team down the pitch and creates chances. And he did that and more today. I thought in possession and out of possession, he gave everything that he possibly could. And when you're playing alongside somebody that's putting in that kind of performance, it inspires you to do the same. And I thought it did. I thought the two centre-halves of Everton defended better than I've seen them do all season. Jordan Pickford made great saves. Alex Iwobi, I thought, stepped his game up as well. So I also believe that becomes from the spark that Anthony Gordon brought to the team.
Yeah, and he and Everton deserve that slice of luck. They earned it for the goal.
Oh, absolutely. You know, they're in a good shape. Manchester United had started the game okay, and Everton made sure they hadn't given too much away. And then from that moment, you win the ball back and you burst forward. Very unfortunate that Richarlison just couldn't receive that pass, but they keep the attack alive. Mikalenko makes a good run, distracts players, and Gordon gets himself in a wonderful position. And then, yes, of course, a huge stroke of luck that it took that big deflection, but it comes from desire and work rate and you know, the will to make something happen for the team.
And from a United point of view, Owen?
I mean, so unnecessary, Steve. They hadn't had a sniff in the game, Everton, barely up to this point. Poor ball from Fred into Manchester, turnover possession. No effort to get back. I mean, no pressure on the ball, no intensity. United players should play like Anthony Gordon. That's how you should play. Just run around. Put in the shift. That's what Frank needed. He needed somebody to put in the shift for him. The young man by far had the best attitude on the pitch from anybody out there. He was cramping up in the 70th minute because he was knackered, and that's how it should be.
And yet still made it to the end of the game. Didn't say, I need to come off. Didn't say, I've given me all. I can't run anymore. He still found extra to make sure he got Everton over the line.
Well, he was laughed off the pitch. He's also made it to the interview room as well. He's alongside Fabian Delph.
Fabian, that was a precious win, precious 3 points, but a real sense of joy and a relief all around the stadium.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, coming off the back of the last game, there was a lot of disappointment. Heads were down, as you can expect, but it's part of football, winning and losing. We needed to regroup. We did that. Came into the game with a good game plan, and we had to stick together out there. There were times that it was tough, but we stuck together, and finally we got 3 points.
Anthony, could you feel that desire from the stands, the energy? They were playing every pass, every tackle.
Yeah, you can see by the results we get here. Every time we play here, we usually get a result or a clean sheet. So, you know, we definitely feed off them, and we're definitely a better team with them.
A few nervy moments towards the end. Pickford save from Ronaldo.
Yeah, it's tough. The top team. We got some top players up the front end of the pitch, so we've done really well to keep a clean sheet.
Fabian, early chances to United. If you had to hold on there, didn't you? Because you do want to give them the advantage.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we expected them to have chances. They're a top team with top players, like Ant just said. So it was about sticking together, riding the storm, and we managed to do that. And today we've managed to come away with 3 points. And honestly, it's a massive relief for the fans, for the players, management team, and everybody associated with Everton.
And the goal was a reward for a bit of endeavour, because you hadn't got into the box too much, and then suddenly you got the chance.
Yeah, the gaffer always says you make your own luck.
Yes.
By working hard and stuff and winning the ball back. So I think we started the game well with a high press and stuff and put them on the back foot. So, you know, I made my own luck with a bit of hard work. I'll take them all day.
What was the message at half-time then?
Just to stay in the game. We felt fine, we felt compact. We knew that there was going to dominate the ball, so it was about staying compact, communicating, and just riding that wave, really.
I can see everyone struggling a little bit. There'll be a few ice baths tonight, will there?
Yeah, definitely. I can only speak for myself, but I'm really sore. I've got a few kicks.
Actually, you haven't been out there since December.
December, and before that's probably December before that as well. So yeah, it was good for me to get out there. I'm always wanting to help the lads, and felt I did that today. But yeah, I don't think I'll train for a week.
It's a fantastic result today, but now you've got to fight on, haven't you?
Massive fight, and it's one game at a time, honestly. I mean, we're not going to get carried away. Just like the last game we was down, but we picked ourselves up and went again. the next game's just going to be about putting points on the table, and that's our main focus: get points on the table and stay up.
Excellent stuff. Thanks, gents.
Cheers, guys.
You're both ends of the experience scale there, Anthony Gordon and Fabian Delph. It is somewhat ironic, under the owner at Everton who spent over £500 million, that a 21-year-old from Bootle down the road from Goodison Park was setting the tone there today.
Yeah, you know, and we spoke that he'd given his all. He spoke of his pain in that interview because, yeah, he left it all out there. He showed really good moments of quality at times, but he also made sure he did the job properly. I've been critical of Everton players not necessarily doing the whole job. When he set the tone, made sure he gets about the pitch, works ever so hard, gets into these positions. He'll actually be disappointed he didn't pick one of his teammates out with that moment, but it was one of the few things you could say all afternoon that maybe he could have done better, because he was terrific. He's a real breath of fresh air at Goodison Park at the moment. What's been a very difficult season. The crowd have found it difficult to go and watch the game and be supportive. Not of him. He's really brought the crowd alive.
And as you say, Owen, that's the type of attitude that wasn't in a United team today. What specifically would you say about United went wrong today?
Well, you could say what went right, Steve, more so than anything. I mean, what went wrong? A lot went wrong. What did they do right? You know, the effort's not there. They didn't pass the ball well. They turned it over too many times. They didn't have barely any shots on target. You know, I don't think they did much. You know, there's a top 4 place at stake here.
Can I just pull you up on that first sentence you've just said there? The effort wasn't there from a Manchester United team.
Look, if you want to, Anthony Gordon played like it meant everything to him. You know, they're obviously the position they're in, they could go down. They don't want to go down. But United could be in the Champions League where all these guys want to be. You know, their name suggests they should be in the Champions League, players and the football club. But I didn't feel like they played like that was must win. That was must win. You know, in some of the passing was, I mean, look, the pictures speak for themselves. You know, it's like, I think Ralph said before the game, you're hoping. Yeah, I'm hoping too. You want to come here and see a performance? Didn't see it. You know, there's moments you get in the box there, poor, and past that. What are you supposed to do with that? You know, there's moments where you think, come on, lads, you got time left. You know, they're hanging on. No, nothing. There's no real call. You could have played between the lines there. And look at Ronaldo. Look, he's had enough of that as well. You know, he got no service. He got nothing to him. There's so many good players out there, but really, you'd expect way more than you saw today.
There are games where you're not at your best. I'm surprised United were so poor. Give the ball back to Everton so many times. Made it easy for a very out of sorts Everton defence to keep Manchester United out today. But you don't expect them to be so poor, but at the same time, there's a tempo and there's a level, and as Owen's saying, there's still an attitude that should really have come out of those Manchester United players today, and they were slow. They were easy to defend against. It was easy, even when Everton had been counter-attacked on, to get back into position, because United didn't raise the tempo. They didn't try and take advantage of that. Everton could take the time getting back into position. So that's a surprise for me. I'm not seeing that desire from Manchester United when they're on the field.
Monumental result for Everton then, but a real dent for Manchester United in terms of the top 4.